All right, so today is the 6th of May 2026, and we'll get into the Bitcoin price news and data after I mention that this content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making financial decisions. And with that being said, Bitcoin keeps climbing higher and higher despite the fact that it reached the top of the range and news are not very good. But yeah, we'll get into the charts after we check a few posts on X, as always. So first you've got the macros fear narrative, like I said. And as you can see, posts like this, Buffett is all cash angle are spreading fast, feeding the idea that smart money is preparing for instability. But as you can see, yeah, Warren Buffett is still sitting mostly in cash. Obviously, he can't just go in and out because it's a lot of money. But yeah, I believe uh, he's still expecting a bigger crash, and I'm not just saying crypto, but the S&P, the indices as well, and maybe the stocks. So yeah, there's that, and then this is interesting. Strategy likely to sell Bitcoin to cover yeah his stock dividends. So that's interesting, to be fair, because if strategy ever starts selling Bitcoin to support, well, strategy dividend obligations, even in small amounts, it breaks the market's long-standing assumption that Saylor is a permanent one-way buyer. So this is important because psychologically that changes the conversation, you know. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out as these are just early talks. Now, this is also interesting, this post from Frank. Just the fourth time in the last year Bitcoin is overbought on the one-day RSI. And as you can see, well, basically Bitcoin is flashing, like I said, the overbought on the daily. And historically, those conditions have led to either sharp corrections or violent sideways resets before continuation. So you can see here at 120k, we had a drop, then at 126k, we had a huge drop, and then again at 97k, again followed by a huge drop. So if history repeats, even if this RSI climbs a bit higher because it can overextend, especially if open interest and maybe even volume um, starts climbing higher, I wouldn't be surprised if we push to the 85, like I said in the previous videos as well, and then a final crash, which could also signal the bottom. Now, this is interesting. Yeah, I just can't believe open interest is so high. I just can't believe that. And yeah, on the 4 hourly, the volume also pushing higher. Not, not it's not like in big time pushing higher, but yeah, it's going slowly higher, and spot volume as well. It's not like the open interest, as you can see, it's not a sharp um increase, but still. And what's again bothering me, and it's really, well, it's really annoying that the funding keeps staying negative, which means people keep shorting and shorting and shorting, which, like I said even in yesterday's video, I assume this would be one of the main reasons why we see Bitcoin just going higher and higher and higher. Even like right now, if we check right now, it's just going higher again. I just can't believe this. Even though the volume it's not there, but it goes higher. Now, if we check just really quickly, US oil, yeah, it's rejected from here. It could also form a head and shoulders pattern. Interesting. Gold has been climbing higher today. Sorry. Um, S&P again all-time highs. Look at this aggressive pump to the upside. And Nasdaq, oh man, this is even crazier. Look at this. This is very crazy. 24%. This is what Bitcoin does, man, not Nasdaq. Anyways, back to our horses. So, what I would expect on Bitcoin. Not much has changed since yesterday. We have this structure here, right? This consolidation here, which I would assume would act as a strong resistance. I really hope this would act as a strong resistance, considering it's. I think it stayed here for quite a few, let's say, days. How many days? 71 days. Well, that's something. Even though this consolidation has been going on for much more than that. around 90 days. Not much more. Not much more. So yeah, I would expect this to act as a clear resistance here. So even if it pushes a bit more, uh, eventually we'll just reject from there, definitely. Now, obviously we've seen all over X, just like me. Everyone is talking about the CME gap at 84. So we have confluence with that because we have this resistance here from the previous consolidation, from this previous structure, along with the CME gap, along with the fact that it's been aggressively pushing up to the upside for the past month. It's already 26% up, right? So exhaustion eventually will come, and maybe shorters will stop over leveraging, and we can just dump this market like at last, because it's crazy. Anyways, now if we look what I wanted to show you, yeah, we're still within this parallel channel, so nothing has changed, right? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do, my bad. Pardon me. This. So we are still within this, right? Yeah, it could fake out from here, reach the CME gap along with the resistance up here, and then finally exhaustion and the final dump. That's what I'm expecting. Now, obviously, I can't predict the future. This could just rip off with no like I don't know, like no backing at all, economical, political situation and all that. It just doesn't make sense, yada yada. It just doesn't make sense. Uh, but it's possible. Like I wasn't expecting even this move to the upside, especially not this aggressively, man, with no pullbacks at all. Like, what's this pullback? This is not a real pullback. What's this 5% after it pushed like 20%, right? So yeah, it's been clearly in this uptrend, but like I said, this has been fueled by the over leveraged shorts, in my opinion. In case you want to look for a long, I would say this is pretty easy. We look from this to here, but obviously you need some kind of rejection because this has been going on like crazy. So yeah, if you want to look for longs, 50% down to 618, so around 78 to 70, 78, 500 to 78, 800. Yeah, before further continuation, or if this just goes right through here, then I would expect a sharper pullback. Definitely. But again, we're still in this aggressive move to the upside. It's just not stopping. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So yeah, we'll see in the next coming days what's gonna happen. Hopefully this would just end already and we're good. Now, just one more thing before we finish up, because I'm trying to keep them as simple as possible for you guys. I've been thinking, right, about the possibility of this being a V shape, like a double bottom W pattern. Oops, not that. Sorry. So if we put this from here to around here, and then like this would align nicely with the resistance we got here, or the block, however you want to call it, and the CME gap. So this W pattern will also finally end, and then we can finally start the dump. I know I keep repeating myself, but this is how I see the charts. Like the charts along with the news, and like I said, the economical and political situation. So yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video.